Today's yoga class is going to be a unique one in the fact that we are going to be doing yoga with a skateboard. As always, please practice ahimsa, which is non-violence. So if you're feeling, when I say skateboard, a little overwhelmed or unsure, then you can always substitute with a towel on a hard surface. You can also use paper plates on carpet, and that'll get the same slide that you were going to do with most of the exercises. You're also going to need your yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, a towel will also work. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place our skateboard out in front of us. So that way our feet are going to be the anchor, and you want to be practicing on a level surface. So if you're on a hill, then you risk injury. So again, you want to make sure that you're on a flat surface and that you are using common sense and practicing safety during this yoga sequence. So we're going to do 2 half sun salutations, but first we're going to practice pranayama, which is controlled breathing. So we're going to find ourselves in a modified mountain pose, so our feet are going to be together. We're going to take our thumbs and we're going to externally rotate away from the midline of the body. Allow the chin to be parallel with your skateboard and find a nice slow deep breath in and a nice slow deep breath out. Nice slow deep breath in and a nice slow deep breath out. On your next inhalation, take a body scan from your toes all the way to the crown of your head, and notice any areas where you might be holding any tension or stress. And as you exhale, see if you can soften into all those areas and also ground through your feet. And again, anything I say regarding your yoga practice is just a suggestion, it is not a command, so modifying as needed. You're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms connect. Exhale, hands at heart center. Pressing the palms together so you have activation in the upper arms. Inhale, same thing again, reach the arms up overhead, palms connect. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. This time, bend the knees slightly. Exhale, swan dive forward. Coming up halfway, we're going to find length in our spine. We're going to connect our fingertips towards our board. If that's too intense, we can bring them towards the shin or avoid the knees and place them on the thighs. Exhale, bend the knees around the spine, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach the arms up overhead, palms connect. Exhale, hands at heart center. Great job. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Bend to the knees, protect the lower back. Come up halfway, fingertips, shins, or thighs. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, reaching arms up overhead, palms connect. Exhale, hands at heart center. We're going to add to this. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Coming up halfway, fingertips, shins, or thighs. Exhale, round. This time we're going to take our left hand right underneath our nose onto the center of our skateboard. We're going to bend into that left knee. We're going to straighten the right leg and extend that right arm up towards the sky. Option here to come onto the fingertips of the lower hand. And a nice twist. And then exhale, return the hand, bend both knees, and ground through all 4 corners of the feet. Roll on up, reach arms up overhead, palms connect. Exhale, hands at heart center. Do the same thing other side. Inhale, reach the arms on up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Come up halfway, fingertips, shins, or thighs. Exhale, round. This time, taking the right hand underneath the nose, right knee bends, left leg straight, left arm up overhead. Option to come up onto the fingertips. And that nice twist. Also a stretch in the hamstrings, the calves, and also the IT band. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach arms up overhead, palms connect. Exhale, hands at heart center. Adding on. Inhale, reach the arms on up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Coming up halfway, fingertips, shins, or thighs. Exhale, round. Bend the knees so much so that way you can take hold of the side rails of your skateboard towards the center. We're gonna plant through our feet so that way we can glide out into a push-up position, engaging our core, reaching out through the crown of our head. We're gonna bend our knees, use our core to bring it back. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Extend out and bring it back in. Extending out and bring it back in. Inhale, find length. Exhale, round. Roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, reaching arms up overhead, palms connect, exhale, hands at heart center. Awesome job, you guys. We're gonna keep our skateboard in that same position, except now we're gonna be doing toe taps. So we're gonna come towards the side of our skateboard. We're just gonna alternate tapping our toe, bending our knee, and we're gonna do this for 20. Halfway there. Nicely done. So we're gonna come to the side of our skateboard so that we're facing parallel, and we're going to be using it as a stepping stone. So we're gonna take our foot and we're just gonna bring it up and over and up and over. We're gonna keep doing that. Still breathing. See if you can smile. Lifting those knees up and over the skateboard. Ten more. And you can go faster or slower than my verbal cues. Using common sense and safety, so if slower works for you, doing so. 5 more. Last 2. Woo, we're feeling it in those hips. Last 1. Nice, you guys. From here, we're going to be turning our board so that way it is sideways. We're going to find ourselves towards the middle of our board. We're going to take our right foot and we're going to have the ball of the foot towards the center of the board. We're going to slowly progress into this one. So we're going to take our foot and we're going to extend it back into a lunge. We want to try and keep our knee in line with that heel and then bring it back in. So we're going to do 5. Got it. Last one, we're going to hold here. And then we're going to bring it back in. So we're going to come into a revolving chair. We're going to keep that same formation happening with our legs, except now we're going to bend into our left knee. We're going to take our palms, we're going to connect them, and we're going to take a twist. We're going to take the elbow on the outside of the thigh. Okay, so option here. Option to stay here. You're already feeling a stretch. Maybe take the sit bones closer towards the heel, pressing that ball of the foot in towards the skateboard. If you want a little extra, extend it out into that revolving lunge. Still keeping that safe knee alignment, knee in line with heel. Inhale, bring it back. Bring it back towards the center. Woo! And we're going to switch over towards the other side. So we're going to move our skateboard on over, making sure that we have a clear path on the other side. We're going to come halfway up to our skateboard. We're going to bring our ball of the foot on the halfway of our skateboard. And we start with our lunges. So we're going to take it back. And for you, it might be here. So again, modifying how far you go. But just make sure that that knee is in safe alignment. So it's not going too far back or too far forward. 5 more, you got this. All right, revolve chair pose, keeping exactly the same thing midline of the board. We're gonna bend into the knee, bring the palms together, taking that elbow on the outside of the thigh, bend into the knee. Option to stay here or taking it back for a lunge variation. Finding your breath. Inhale, bring it back. Whew. Back towards the center and release. Rolling out the wrists. Maybe transferring weight from side to side, massaging into those hips. All right. So now we're going to grab our mat. And our mat is going to be there to support our wrists. So you don't have to bring your mat out all the way. You can have it out just a little bit. And we're going to bring our skateboard to be back behind us. And it's going to be towards the middle of the mat. And you might have to modify this later of where the skateboard is. So we're going to come down into a tabletop position. Hands are going to be right underneath our shoulders. And then we're going to be taking our left foot on the middle of our skateboard. We're going to extend our right leg straight. We're just going to bring our knee in and out. In and out for 10. 9. Engaging core, navel to spine. Maybe looking towards the front of your mat. You got this. 3, 2, 1. And relax. We're going to switch over. We're going to drop our knees on either side of our skateboard. And we're going to switch it. So we're going to bring our foot towards the center. And we might have to adjust our stance with our hands so that way they're underneath our shoulders. We're going to extend our other leg straight. And we're going to bring our knee in and out. 10. 9. Remember to breathe. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release on down. Rolling out those wrists again. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to roll out our mat. So we're not going to be doing the rolling parts of our skateboard. And again, if you don't have a mat, a towel will do. We're going to bring our skateboard upside down towards the front of our mat. We're going to flex our feet, dorsiflexion, toes reaching on up. And we're going to take our skateboard onto our shins. We're going to bring our hands back behind us, and we're going to do heel taps. We're going to lift, and we're going to bring it down. Lift and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Option to stay here and just twist. If you want an added bonus, you're going to lift your legs and hold it while we twist. So we're lifting on up. We're engaging, heart reaching up. Remember to breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If the legs were lifted, return on down, bringing our board off towards the side. We're going to switch our legs around, and we're going to come into a modified variation of child's pose. So we're going to flip our skateboard so that it's horizontal. And we're gonna walk our knees a little bit further away. From here, our elbows are going to be our main point that we want on our skateboard. So we're gonna be getting into our shoulders. So I might have to adjust depending on when we get into it. So we're gonna extend our arms forward. And again, we want our elbows to be on our skateboard. And then we're gonna take our palms together and we're gonna reach them on up. We're gonna allow our forehead to dip towards our skateboard and we're gonna bring our hands on up. So we're gonna be pressing our elbows down into the skateboard. Taking 2 rounds of breath here. Last one. And then slowly come. So we're going to scooch our skateboard towards the front of our mat again. And if you have something to kind of stop the skateboard from going to either side while we're doing these stretches, you can do that. But you want the skateboard to be in between your heels and your glutes, and you want it to be horizontal. And make sure that we have enough space on our mat behind us, holding onto our hamstrings, and roll on back. We're going to take the bottoms of our feet onto our skateboard. We're going to take our left leg up towards the sky and cross it over figure 4. Take your left hand, place it on the thigh, and stretching here. Try and reach that knee away from the center of the body. Try and flex that foot. Two more rounds of breath, you got it. On your next inhale, extend the leg and slowly release. And we're going to switch other sides. So we're going to take the leg up, cross it over the thigh, and you might have to help it. Knee's going to reach away towards the center of the body. Option to take that hand, press it on the thigh for a little added bonus stretch. Make sure that foot is flexed. And again, you don't want your board to be flying all over the place. You want to find a place where it can stay. And then release, extend the leg up towards the sky. This time we're going to take our left knee in towards our chest. We're just going to roll that ankle. And then we're going to switch, go the other way. We're going to hover our right leg so that way it's almost on the skateboard but not, and we're just going to hover across it. Nice little hip massage. Getting into the psoas. This is a muscle that wraps from our lower back around, hits the front of the thigh. And then we're going to bend into the knee and plant the foot back onto our skateboard. Extend the leg up, and we're going to switch it out, other side. You might have to check every once in a while, make sure your skateboard's still there and where your placement is on it. Hug the knee on it, circle the ankle. Change your breath, change the circle. Begin to extend the leg, and hover from side to side. Massaging out the hip joint. And bringing it back in and release. Alright, so for Shavasana, our final resting pose, you got a couple of options. You can have the skateboard behind the back of your knees to support the lower back. If you're feeling like you need more IT band stretch, we've done a lot of external rotation of the hips, and you want internal, take your feet on the outside edges of your skateboard and take the knees on it. And you just lay there. Palms can be over the navel, fancy word for belly button, or palms down by your side facing up. So whatever variation of Shavasana works for you today. And just begin to slow down the breath. Find a nice slow deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And find a nice slow deep breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Now allow your breath to go back to its natural spontaneous rhythm. There's no more counting. Allow the back of the head to relax onto your mat or your towel. Relax the shoulders, upper arms, back of the palms. Relax all the muscles surrounding your spine, going from your neck all the way down to your tailbone. And allow the bottoms of your feet to get heavy. Allowing the whole right side of the body to relax, the whole left side of the body relax. Allow your whole body to relax. And then turn your attention to your mind. And although things are crazy right now, see if you can invite 3 thoughts of gratitude or appreciation in. Maybe a thought of gratitude to be able to combine yoga and skateboarding. Appreciation to slow down. You need to look up at the clouds. The sounds of the airplane and the train, but also the wind chimes. Let's take this time for yourself. Be showing self-compassion. Giving yourself a compliment. And with the eyes closed, you envision where you are. With those positive thoughts, allow the edges of the mouth to curl up to create a smile, inviting movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers, being mindful of the toes if they're on your skateboard. And if your feet are on the outside edges of the skateboard, allow the knees to come apart and bring the feet back towards the center. Wherever you are, begin to hug the knees in towards the chest. Take the hands around the shins and take the knees in a circular position. Circle the knees the other way. Change of direction on the change of breath. Begin to drop the knees over towards the right side of your mat. Allow the arms to come out like the letter T. Maybe if you've been at a desk all day, maybe they come up to a saguaro cactus. I'm from Arizona, it's allowed to use that analogy. And then begin to bring those arms back out to a T. Bring those knees back on up and pulling and twist to the other side. Dropping those knees on the other side. Hopefully the board's not too wide and you can drop over. If it is, you just gotta scooch it out of the way. Again, arms like a T or saguaro cactus. 90-90, feeling that stretch from clavicle to clavicle, collarbone to collarbone. And then bring the arms back out to a T, bring the knees back on up, and then use your momentum to drop all the way over towards the other side, lying in a fetal position. Just taking this time for yourself, to your body to adjust. And pressing into the earth to come on up. Grabbing that skateboard. Bringing it back behind you, being mindful of this one. back to a comfortable seat. It can be just knees together, feet planted, or it can be crisscross applesauce. Easy pose, Sukhasana. Take a nice deep breath in through the nostrils, and exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Option to keep those palms planted onto your thighs, or inhale, reach the palms on up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your yoga practice, and thank you for the courage to include your skateboard today. The light in me honors that positive light within each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you.